Want to prove yourself? If you've got the spine for dealing with the worst threats to Blackwood's peace and security, we could use you. And I think we might be able to find something from the city's vaults to reward you for your trouble, too. There's a minotaur causing trouble in the woods south of Fort Blueblood. They call the brute Broomkoska, but it's only half of the problem. We think that recent archaeological work drew the monster to the area, and may draw more of its kind. Most likely, the scholars dug up some sort of cursed heirloom. Minotaurs are often drawn to things like that. So when you deal with a minotaur, make sure you collect any unearthed heirlooms or curios you find. I'll make it worth your while. You've got a job. Go on, get out there.
Sorry, mate. Looks like you need a bit more time in the oven. I'll find some players at your rank.
Well, we can't wait any longer. We should begin the experiment.
With no porters, no assistants. This endeavor's been a farce from the start, Revis. Now it's a doomed one.
Ah, praise Vivek. You'll hear about the notices I posted, yes? Even if you're not, you're welcome all the same. My student and I need help with an experiment, and the situation is rather desperate. Well, really desperate. Really, truly desperate. House Telvanni is funding a practical test of my latest invention, the phantasmal sensor. It exercises spirits, ghosts, and other spectral beings near instantaneously. The unquiet dead claim countless lives each season, but no longer. The porters and assistants I contracted with have been waylaid in Narcissus, some manner of food poisoning. I'm desperate for an extra set of eyes and hands to help with labor and preparations. Nothing dangerous, I assure you. Oh, I'm so relieved you agreed to help. Before you arrived, I feared my overseers at House Telvanni really might... No matter. Tyrus and I already set up a small field laboratory in the ruined Veyond. Meet us inside and we'll get started. Certainly. It's a wedding of Barrelzar's theories on the interactions of tonal and spectral forces with a resonance housing of my own design. Activating it should render any ghosts in proximity completely mute. A clever bit of engineering, I suppose. What? No, I'm extremely excited about it. My superiors in Tel Naga called it a product of minor interest. Believe me when I say that's as robust an endorsement as I'm ever likely to earn. If the Telvanni Council thinks it's worthwhile, so do I. Tyrus is a junior oathman of House Telvanni. At this point in his education, he's obliged to accompany a spellwright like myself on a few field excursions. Sort of an apprenticeship. Honestly, in his case, it's just a formality. Tyrus is an incredible talent, of the sort that only appears once in a generation. What's more, his family is extremely well connected. He lives the Telvanni creed effortlessly. I wager he'll be Archmagister one day. Really putting me on the spot, aren't you? There are aspects of Telvanni culture I find abhorrent, the practice of slavery being chief among them. We do what we can. When the only alternative is exile, it's complicated.
Taking assistance from random passers-by. The magisters of the house will most certainly have opinions on this. Come to think of it, Revis, a crumbling ruin is an apt place for your final experiment with House Telvanni.
Finally, we can get started. There's a lot riding on this experiment's success. So yes, let's all stay focused and diligent, and also very, very careful. I need you to paint some stabilizing runes around the area to reinforce the sensor's magics. They're not all that elaborate, I promise, but do be mindful. I'm not leaving anything to chance this time. Here are the materials and a template. I infused the paint with ground soul gems to reinforce the rune's potency. At great personal expense, I might add. Right, Tyrus? There's no price too high for success. Try not to use it all right? I have a few more calibrations to attend to. As for Tyrus, he'll probably, observe, for educational purposes. You can speak with him if you have any other questions. Set guide you, my friend. Remember, precision is of the utmost importance, so no loafing or dawdling, you! I'm sorry. We're supposed to use harsh declaratives like that to motivate people. Are you? Yeah, I can tell you're motivated. Great. That's great.
Soul gem-infused runes slathered on alien walls. The poor condition of the stone combined with imprecise template virtually guarantees a lack of efficacy. What is Revis, an amateur? What am I saying? Of course he is. Finally, someone else makes an astute observation. Congratulations! You've just become the second smartest person in the room. The runes Revis wants painted will have, at most, a negligible impact. They're essentially just expensive vandalism. Don't be thick. I have nothing to learn from the likes of Revis Demnevani. This is a mere formality. When I ascend to the Council, I will make weeding out hedge mages like Revis my first priority. Oh, yes. Revis knows where he stands with the Telvanni Council. On a precipice. And after today's nonsense, he will finally fall off.
Welcome back. The runes are in place, right? I'm anxious to begin the experiment. Excellent. By the three, can I just tell you how refreshing it is to hear a voice of support? Thank you. Now, the next step is a bit more complicated. I need you to assist me with a phantasmal sensor's kindling sequence. These magical pylons provide the key. Fair warning, they can be a bit unruly, but the fundamentals are sound. Spectral energy will pass between them freely, but sometimes the crystals dislodge. If that happens, I need you to reattune them. Just pay attention to the energies flowing between them. If no spectral motes pass through one of the pylons, you'll know that's the one that needs fixing. I should warn you, if you try to attune a functional pylon, you might feel a mild shock. It's nice to have a willing pair of hands to assist me. Tyrus seems well acquainted with instruments like these. He could make a real contribution if he wasn't so set on observing all the time. I wish I could convince him to help. Ah, well.
Well, aren't you supposed to be helping Revis with this folly? No, a lot. I'd barely left the cradle when I erected my first arcane pylon. But if you're asking me to assist Revis in this buffoonery, I'd sooner put trousers on a Vardvark. It's just as fruitless, but infinitely more adorable.
Let's begin. Like I said before, pay careful attention to the flow of energy. Find the pylon that isn't properly attuned.
How embarrassing.
Good. Now here comes the next sequence. Now, the last sequence. It's working. Just a moment more and... What? Why isn't it... Good grief! Damn it all! I triple-checked the pylons last night. I field-tested the rooms. I've read everything Barrelzar's ever written aside from his fetching diary, and it still doesn't work. Still! Why won't it work? It needs to work! No. No! You followed my instructions to the letter, and I practically killed myself proving out the theories in my laboratory back home. Literally. My eyebrows only recently grew back. It can't just be bad luck. I must have missed something. Something in Veyond. Some arcane anomaly that disrupts the function of pylons. Of course, the ruin I choose to work in suffers from some heretofore unseen pylon scrambling hocus pocus. Just another day in the life of Revis Demnavani. Well, we need to find the source of the disturbance. Take Tyrus and explore the lower chambers. It shouldn't take him long to identify the culprit. Just make sure to keep him safe. If anything happens to him, my Kwama is well and truly cooked. Right. I'll stay here and inspect the instruments. Again. If I didn't find any flaws the first 3 times, I doubt I'll find any now. But who knows? Maybe Tyrus is right. Maybe this is just a huge waste of time. What do I think? What does that matter? The Telvanni Council detests my work on duemitonal mechanics. They want nothing to do with my study of rare eggs. The phantasmal sensor is the only thing I've ever created that won their approval. Really that important? Well, of course it is. I'm a member of House Telvanni, for Vec's sake. If the Council drums me out, what would I do? Who would I share my theories with? No, once that door closes, it closes forever. It's unthinkable. Absolutely. Yes. Maybe. I don't know, but I have to try. Would I rather be poking around in a dwarven ruin, unraveling the mysteries of tonal architecture? Yes, but no one ever said arcane practice always leads to excitement.
Well, let's get this farce underway.